Hello everybody, my name is Jusho, and welcome to this discussion video. So, I have a special guest with me today. Why don't you, please introduce yourself to, my audience who might or might not know you.
Hey guys, Aliahsan here. Yeah, you're right. If you're watching this on Jusho's channel, you're probably might not gonna know me because we haven't really done a collab yet. So it's awesome to know that we're doing this awesome collab right now with this discussion and everything like that. But if you're watching this on my channel, please check out Jusho. He does awesome content on his channel. He's really consistent with it, and yeah, he's an overall awesome guy. So please check him out. Yeah, take it away.
Okay, so for today's video, we're gonna do like a little discussion. So, recently, Square Enix of Japan did a poll, and one of the questions in the poll, which was like right in the middle of it, was if Final Fantasy 15 and Persona 5 came out around the same time, which would you get? Persona 5, Final Fantasy 15, or both? Now, me personally, I would get Persona 5 because you guys can see on the channel I'm actually doing Persona 4, and I cover the Persona 5 news. And I also play many of the other Persona games. I'm trying to go back and play the other SMT games that's been released. And I have like a lot of history with Alice and the Persona series. Like, to me, Alice has not failed me with their games. I love it. I love their content, all the great voice acting that they've done. Like, it's absolutely amazing. And I also done a little bit of a poll myself on different sites to see, what are other people's opinion about it. So before I get to, the poll itself, what do you think?
Okay, so what I think about the poll, obviously, when they just like posted this poll, it kind of got people to speculate about the release date. But before I go into I want to just give my opinion on what I personally voted for. I'm a little biased because, I dedicate so much time to 15 on my channel, and I really haven't gotten into the Persona series too much. I would love to, but, I honestly haven't had the time. But yes, 15. I chose 15. So it was a nice little dynamic that, Power Jusho picked Persona 5 and I picked Final Fantasy 15. So it was going to be nice to see both perspectives on each side. And, if you guys want to share your kind of opinion down below, we would love that, on Power Jusho's channel and mine. So that would be awesome. But with 15, I dedicate so much time with it. I've been following this game ever since before 2013 with Verse 13, everything like that. So take it away again.
Yeah, so I did a poll on two sites, Kingdom Hearts KH13 and Kingdom Hearts Insider, and the polls are they like the results are different. So on the KH13 website, the choices were the same choices were the same for each site: Persona 5, Final Fantasy 15, or both. So on KH13, almost about 30% votes were for Persona 5, 51% went to Final Fantasy 15, and 20% went to both. So that's pretty huge, right? But when we go to the Cage Insider poll, it was even all around. 33% to all three: Persona 5, Final Fantasy 15, and both. So, the communities are a bit different there. So, yeah. I'm pretty surprised, but like also not because it's Kingdom Hearts with Final Fantasy. They might go to the Final Fantasy because of Kingdom Hearts. So, no.
Yeah, exactly. So like I feel like with KH Insider and like even KH13, their communities are kind of unbiased sometimes because they're a mix of people who like Kingdom Hearts, of course, but they also like Final Fantasy 15, and some people like Persona 5. Meanwhile, if you like go to a Nova Crystal site, which is predominantly Final Fantasy 15 lovers and stuff like that, it's gonna be a little bit more biased. So it was actually nice to get your perspective on like the votes and polls from KH13 and KH Insider. And I personally love 15, so just explain a little bit more on, like, how 15 would go along. If people vote a lot for 15, it might get the publishing, Square Enix publishing person, to kind of want to release 15, because I said before this kind of affects their release date, and that's why there's a lot of release date speculation. People like mentioned, oh, if they are voting, who would like how much people would want to buy 15 over Persona 5, or how much Persona 5 people would buy Persona 5 over 15. This kind of might affect their release dates for a fiscal year. Because if 15 wins, they're probably gonna release it in summer 2016, or if Persona 5 wins, they're gonna put it in summer 2016. But I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah,
Because sometimes 15 wins. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, continue.
yeah, because like the Persona series have been growing a lot. Like ever since Persona 3, the series has just been growing and growing, and like the content, well, they just keep improving. While and I'm taking this from Alpha Megacin, Final Fantasy, it's kind of a roller coaster ride. It has its ups and its downs. So,
Yeah, it has like its ups and downs. I don't know, with 15, you're absolutely right when it says it's ups and downs, because in some cases we have so much pinnacles in the 15 franchise, with 7, with 10, and especially with like 14 recently, A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Sword, and everything. 14 is making so much revenue as is, and they're only expanding upon it more. But then there's its downs, which is like, it's delaying of many, many games, like 13 and versus 13, which is now 15, and stuff like that. So but 15, there's a lot riding on it, and remember, they've said many times that they believe 15 is gonna be the game that saves the franchise. So
yeah, and like a lot of people have been like been kind of worrying on Final Fantasy 15 because it's like almost completely different from like the past games, like instead of like having a turn based all like like real time combat like Kingdom Hearts. So and we people been waiting for Final Fantasy 15 for like basically almost 10 years now, and while Final Fantasy 15 and Persona 5 were announced at the same year, there's probably more people actually hyped for 15, but
wait, are you gonna continue or?
Oh no, I was just thinking about you can go.
Oh, okay. So like, I don't honestly like with the 15 thing, like I think my last concluding kind of thoughts on it are probably like, if what's it? If 15 does win and it does get like that summer release date, it will do well. But you have to understand that even if it releases in 15, in like summer 2016, it might not do as good, because a lot of people go on vacation and such, as a lot of people kind of like mentioned. But honestly, I am aiming for a September 2016 kind of release, because like September seems like the kind of month that a lot of people would like to buy things, and a lot of AAA titles are kind of released, such as the GTA 5, Destiny, and stuff like that. So like I would love that kind of release date.
Yeah, but you also kind of have to realize that also in 2016 there's also Kingdom Hearts 2.8. So, and we haven't got the release date for that game yet, for for both Japan and Western releases. So they want to keep the releases kind of far apart for those games as well. And with Persona, there's Persona is still kind of have a niche audience. So and even though it's still growing, like it should kind of have its own like time to shine, and it has its own spin-off, but like it hasn't got that huge audience, as the main series got. And like the Persona 4, which was released I think either a year or 2 years after the release of the PlayStation 3. I don't think it's gonna reach that million mark spot. So hopefully with the summer release for Persona 5, it can actually surpass 1 million sales. and that's what I kind of hope for. Like just see, it reaches that mark.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think I said all I needed to say. Any last thoughts, Jusho?
Like I'm still going through this. I really hope that Persona 5 gets its own, its summer release, because it's been delayed. Ever since it was announced in 2013, it was delayed twice. One I could understand because the first delay was for the development of the PS4 version when it was originally announced for the PS3 version. But for the second release that was announced at TGS, I was like, why? We wait so long. So,
I mean, that's actually a really cool dynamic because like verse 13 had the same kind of story. It was first originally planned for like PS3 and Xbox, I think. No, just PS3, and they kind of like delayed that and delayed that, and then until PS4 was revealed, they probably didn't even know, so they started just developing for current gen because they just knew that the last generation was kind of dying out and stuff like that a little bit. So they probably just caught on to the next generation thing, and they just developed it primarily for that. And I believe they said 25% was done when they originally kind of transferred it over. So like, obviously, if they did develop it for last gen and stayed on last gen, it would have been probably 2015 or 2016 when they released it for PS3, which was a horrible idea. But I'm glad they got it on next gen, or current gen now with PS4. So it was a nice dynamic with that.
yeah, I'm still kind of glad that Atlas still has on the PS3, because like me included, some people still doesn't have a PS4, and and other companies like Namco Bandai are still making some games for PS3, but it's slowly dying out. So like Persona 5 and probably another Tales game will probably be one of the last few games for the PS3. So let's just let it shine for the last year or so.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So no, I think that's about it. Like anything last words about it? Anything at all?
I mean, just gonna remind the people who are watching, if you want to state your opinions below, we are open to as well.
Yep.
Check out Power Jusho's channel with his upload, or if you're watching on his channel, please check out my video or like my channel. I do a lot of Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts content as well. I might get into Persona later on, but we'll have to see.
Should.
But yeah, so yeah. Peace out, guys.
Yep. And like always, I like to thank you guys for watching. I'll leave my buddy's channel in the description as well. And I like to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, favorite, share with all your friends. Check out links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Power out. Yeah. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. I also have other videos too, so check them out.